Going back to Aquarius, so this will be the Knight of Swords energies, which is your 7 of Pentacles, your 8 of Swords, your 9 of Swords, your 10 of Swords, and it's from the dates of May the 11th until June the 20th. And you have, oh, look at this. So this is really interesting now, because San often sees this one as a tightrope going over an abyss, a crevice. We see that underneath as lots of like kind of icy mountains. We've seen this in lots of ways. I mean, when we look at the camera now, we're seeing this as a funnel. We're seeing this going down as a funnel into the bottom. So it's got that kind of spreading of the roots below and spreading of the roots above, the cosmic connecting energies to the earthly energies. And rather than the mountains being in front of you far away, they're below you. So your flight, so it's the air energies. Aquarius is a fixed air energies. So bird's eye perspective, changing your perspective and your perception of something. Do you need to take a bird eye perspective of something? And just going back to Taurus, you've got 42. We're on the subtraction and the contraction at the moment. 4 minus 2, or the other way around, is plus or minus 2. So there may be a connection between your Gemini energies, which was 20, and your Taurus energies. And Gemini is, so Taurus is the blind spot of Gemini. Gemini is where Taurus is heading to on the next journey around the astrological chart. And we're into Aquarius, which is 11. 11 adds up to 2. So maybe if you want to do a triangulation, and do a triangulation between Taurus, Aquarius and Gemini, and see what pops out of you there in the chart. 11 is on the, you've got the pyramid of enlightenment of the master numbers, 11, 22, 33. 33 was the video yesterday. It says this at the end. 33 is the number of visions, being a visionary. 22 is the builder number, and 11 is the master number of service. So although 1 is perceived as the beginning from the tangible realm, the seen realms, what we were talking about before, about the unseen realms being backwards, we have to have the vision first to build that vision, to manifest it into reality and be of service to whomever, whatever, if ever. It's free will, it's choice. 11 is the number of individuality, hence the deeper connection we have to our heart and our truest authenticity, the more unique and individual our creative expressions will be. And isn't that what one tends to look for as well, is to be the most authentic and strange and out there through the YouTube world in one perspective? Not that we're going down that one, we're naturally that way anyway. We're just going to do us. We don't have to attempt to do us. We've hidden from our strangeness and our weirdness before, but we're starting to embrace it now. Slowly and softly and gently. Still dancing to be done. Is, or ice. Is ice gripped. That's interesting. We could just hear that frequency, that pitch. We could hear through the headphones on the floor. So there might be something in that pitch of ice, or is, I, third eye, visual eyes, your visual sensory system. Do you need to give your visual sensory system a break? 37 and 73, time out. Virgo and Sagittarius. The connections between your thighs, your hips, your liver and your sacrum, with your intestines and your abdomen and your ankles and your third eye, or your visual sensory system, whatever that means. This could be the bridge. We've been talking about 8 being 8 and 2 being the bridge from the seen world into the unseen world. This could be the bridge from the unseen into the seen. The seen here being the words, and because the words are logical, the unseen being where there isn't anything. Newly born, frightened first step, primary motion so uncertain, learning to walk while holding consciousness in its vessel and being caught out by life, but thriving. And breathing deep. Held still in naive stasis. Calculate, plan, redefine, and absorb all that needs to move towards on the that's needed to move forwards on the disheartening thin ice. Cold water therapy. We did that before as well in our shower, and it's taken us a while to get the cold water on the front. We aren't able to get it all over yet, but we will start our sounding first. So we'll breathe in deep and start our sounding out from our mouth, normally as wide as we can get our mouth, and put the cold water onto our chest. And so normally there's that like sudden shock when the cold water hits you. You want to go, oh, and make sound. We've already started the sound and going, ah! And then when it hits you, that sound gets more pronounced. So maybe some cold water therapy. And if it's too much of a shock for the system, then doing it in stages. Maybe just some cold water therapy on your face, a cold water face wash before bed or in the morning. Go for it in the morning, actually, because if you're going to bed, you want to wind down and go to sleep, and being stimulated and woken up might not be good. Or maybe there's too much rigidity in you anywhere, and the cold water is going to kind of almost create a bit more rigidity. So maybe what you'll want to do is your hot cold therapy. So warmth and hot heat first to loosen you up, like a bath, and then a cold water shower after the bath, and then maybe even ending with just a bit of a lukewarm shower. You'd have to test that out to see if you're someone that's really rigid already and feeling too much in your testosterone, then hot, cold, hot would be good. But if you're too much in your estrogen and your feminine, then hot, cold might be better. So it's about just feeling it in yourself first. But taking avenues like that will free up and open up the imaginative body more, to help you move forward in those first steps that you're taking, holding the new awareness states of consciousness. So we're wanting to flip the Taurus card upside down. Just doing our screensaver again. We're even wanting to do it sideways like this. So that you've got these blues coming in here. See how the picture merges into one. So changing your perspective and your Taurus energies.